Guys, it's getting harder to mine a single Pi these days, and the reason for this scarcity isn't coincidental. If you think about it, I don't think I've seen anyone with more than 5,000 coins in their main wallet. If you know someone who does, please let me know in the comments section. Now, the question is, how did it get that hard to mine even though we're mining it for free? The Picore team has been strategically managing the mining rate to ensure long-term sustainability, with a projected 3 to 5% drop in the base mining rate from March 2024 last year. This means it's now very hard to mine a single Pi, and it could take 10 days of consistent mining to mine just one Pi. Guys, many of us have been voicing concerns about why the Pi Core team hasn't launched the mainnet yet. But let's think about it. They clearly have the ability to launch it right now. The delay is intentional and strategic. Their goal is to create scarcity for Picoin, which will, in turn, drive up its value once the mainnet is live. Honestly, this approach makes sense, doesn't it? If you're holding over 1,000 Pi tokens, consider yourself lucky because you're in a prime position to benefit massively when things take off. Now, I know the two questions on everyone's mind are, when will the mainnet launch, and how much will Picoin be worth? Don't worry, I'll get to that soon. Investors now have two main choices as the company prepares to become an open network: mine it or buy it through trades. This is a fascinating twist. Significant institutional investors might not have the time or means to mine, and individual investors might struggle due to high market pricing. This special interaction might start a worldwide dialogue in which organizations start purchasing Pi, encouraging individual miners to increase their efforts. This kind of interest could result in a sharp increase in demand, which could lower the basic mining rate and make it more alluring once more. Pi's community-centric models raise the urgent question of whether they portend a revolution in the field of cryptocurrencies with a coalition of users that includes Bitcoin fans. If we consider the revolutionary impact of Bitcoin, the Pi network is reaffirming its place as a leader in the future of digital commerce. The journey from a specialized white paper in 2008 to an astounding market value of over $100,000 is really astounding. In contrast with current market prices ranging from $51 to $80, Pi Network caters to people who missed Bitcoin's initial spike by providing a more accessible starting point. In contrast to Bitcoin, which started among a small group of tech enthusiasts, Picoin feels like a second opportunity for many. Pi Network already has more than 45 million pioneers in a vibrant community. The main goals of this grassroots movement are participation and inclusivity. The crucial question is whether accessibility and cost can compete with Bitcoin. Pi Network is gaining popularity among the general public, which could signal a change in the dynamics of the market in the future. Advanced technology and significant resources are needed for Bitcoin mining, which has an adverse effect on the environment and restricts involvement to those with significant financial means. Now compare that to the Pi Network's concept, which eliminates the need for costly hardware and high-energy expenses and makes mining as easy as tapping your smartphone democratizes mining by making it possible for everyone to participate, from elderly to students. But this simplicity brings up an important point. Does easier access diminish perceived value? While Pi's simple procedure encourages greater involvement, but may face challenges in maintaining long-term worth by lowering entry barriers, Bitcoin's complex mining has created scarcity, which drives its value. One of the most enticing features of Bitcoin is its limited quantity of 21 million coins, which might attract millions of people who previously felt excluded from the crypto revolution. This scarcity model increases demand and improves. Since over 19 million bitcoins have been mined, its reputation as a safe haven asset has increased investor urgency. However, Pi Network promotes a more community-focused strategy that is concentrated on distribution, even though its overall supply may not be as well defined. Pi seeks to guarantee universal ownership and utility, which raises an interesting question. Can wider usage lead to more sustainable worth more quickly? Or does scarcity and intrinsically drive value? Bitcoin has established itself as a popular investment asset that is incorporated into the portfolios of businesses like Tesla and MicroStrategy, but its main function is still speculative, whereas Pi Network is working towards tangible usability. If P Network is able to combine wide distribution with substantial utility, it could completely alter our perception of value in the cryptocurrency space. Pi enthusiasts and small businesses are already finding useful uses for it, such as for service payments and shopping purchases. There are also suggestions that bigger companies like Tesla would think about accepting Pi as a form of payment. By putting usefulness first, Pi Network may be able to move the emphasis from investment speculation to actual pragmatism if it becomes widely accepted for daily transactions. Pi might mark a turning point in the acceptance of cryptocurrencies, particularly in areas where access to conventional banking institutions is restricted. Cryptocurrencies have evolved into political tools in addition to being strictly financial ones. The U.S. elections of 2024 featured candidates who were supportive to cryptocurrencies, gaining traction by highlighting how digital currencies shape policy. Here, Bitcoin is significant and frequently seen as a hedge against fiat money. In the meanwhile, Pi Network presents a novel story of financial inclusiveness in places without strong banking infrastructure. The potential for Pi to thrive in politically and economically unstable environments could redefine the geopolitical landscape of cryptocurrencies in ways we are only now beginning to imagine. Imagine a world in which Bitcoin and Pi Network play a significant role in 15 years. Pi could provide a solution that would enable underserved populations to interact with global markets. Bitcoin may solidify its position as a dependable store of value and an institutional favorite, but its high hurdles and heavy energy consumption may restrict its appeal to large investors alone. On the other hand, millions of people mining with their phones might make Pi Network the digital money of the future due to its goal of being a widely recognized everyday currency. Pi might become the go-to cryptocurrency for everyday transactions, especially in tech-savvy and emerging markets. Could a dual crypto reality develop in which Pi Network serves as the foundation for daily financial exchanges and Bitcoin acts as digital gold? If this is the case, we are seeing a radical change in international monetary patterns, in addition to the rise of new cryptocurrencies. Pi Network and Bitcoin represent two different but equally revolutionary ideas for the future of cryptocurrencies. The true debate now is not whether cryptocurrencies will prosper, but rather which model will lead. Where do you stand on this? Do you think Bitcoin's supremacy cannot be challenged, or do you see Pi Network as a potential paradigm shifter? If you thought this analysis was interesting, please share your ideas in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on alerts. Your participation encourages us to continue researching the future of finance. Finally, how much should a single Pi coin be worth in USD? This is a tricky part because, based on current estimates of coin market capitalization, it should launch at about $50, but bear in mind that high demand will probably